Welcome to the Leg It Sportcast. It's me, Andy Grant.
It's me, Jordan Neal.
How's it going?
Not bad, mate. All good.
You know, actually, before I say that, massive thanks again, to Monterex, our sponsors for the show. If you want any gear, it's Leg It. When you get to the checkout for 15% off, me and Jordan are sporting our Monterex gear on.
Top
now,
gear.
Boss, love it. That out the way. How are you, sorry?
I'm alright, mate, yeah. Not bad. Bit under the weather today, but I'm alright. Cracking on.
Good, lad. You know what, we had York last week, didn't we?
We did.
The first live Leg It Sportcast, which was mega, wasn't it?
You don't get, sorry to jump in, you don't start better than we started, though.
No, it was brilliant. It was the best hour of racing, kind of lads' day out ever. I mean, the whole day getting there on the train and all that was brilliant. You know, good laugh for all the boys. But yeah, actually getting in the races.
Yeah, so obviously my brother was there, and his housemate, Rob Ormby's in the first, 12-1, and we're like, yo, you know, got a chance to all throw a few quid on, because we fancied the favourite, didn't we? But yeah, we'd had a little go with the favourite and fucking have a go with Rob's, and then obviously he's swinging off the own bend, absolutely tanking, and I don't think York's seen a celebration like that in a long time.
12-1 winner, made up. Obviously, your Jamie obviously had rooms with him, so we went down to see him. He's singing. What was the song he sung?
The Lady Gaga song. So yeah. It's I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you till you love me, Robin Ormby. He got on ITV and everything.
As soon as he done it, his phone just went off, didn't it? People were saying, "We've just saw you on telly," and we're all there going, "Hey!" He does the walk around in the parade. We get a photo with him. We then see Oisin Murphy, get a photo with champion jockey. It's like, wow, we've been in the ground 30 minutes. We're like 12-1 winner, met the winning jockey, met the champion jockey. We go inside,
and pick up our little spot, didn't we?
Found a perfect spot. Go inside, watch the next race. Stradivarius.
Loaded up.
Well, we'd had a winner on the first, 12-1. I personally just followed it onto the second. I think most lads had a decent we had few quid on it. Mate, it looked like it got beat. It was getting beat. It got headed at.
I was giving it one of them. Watching it.
It got headed in the last furlong, and Frankie just come through, didn't he?
Yeah, secured it for us. But yeah, so at that point we just, you know, the day couldn't get any better. I'm
thinking this could be a special day.
We could go through the card here.
A special day. 2 winners. The sun is shining. Wow.
Some gaff as well, York.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Amazing.
Yeah, I loved it. But and then things went downhill.
Things went downhill rapid though.
I might try and get a photo and put it in the video if you watch this on YouTube of your face of just pure disappointment.
Yeah, because we got a selfie, didn't we? We had a couple of beers and I think I was on JD and Coke or something, having a right all time. And then yeah. Next minute I'm lying on the bench done in. I think I had one winner, Hoy Yamal, and he got me out. Yeah. And I kept rolling on.
It was Oisin, wasn't it?
We had a good gold dragon symbol, obviously, just, you know, again.
On the dragon symbol, we've banged on about it for weeks and weeks and weeks. What I thought was really interesting about that was speaking to your Jamie, the favourite in the dragon symbol race had ran once in the time that dragon symbol had ran 8 times.
Yeah, something crazy, yeah.
You know, when you talk about horses being a little bit like, for example, Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt ain't running the 100 metres every other week.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So
it was a great insight that we had, but
yeah, being with your Jamie for the day was brilliant. Just learning all about the horses.
The thing with Dragon Symbol though, it's like, all right, we backed him and he come third, but he's never ran a bad race in his life. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Well, it's not unheard of, but you know, it's very rare you get a horse who's that consistent. Yeah,
and I just think when you hear the story, like Jamie said, that, you know, the favourite, although the favourite never won, but that's the type of horse you go. The favourite who's going into the race, the red off favourite, has ran once. It's had all that time rest. Dragon Symbol's he's been out 8 times and not, like you say, not ran a bad race.
It's the stuff you don't see when you're just a guy going the races, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
No, exactly, yeah.
But, so you know, all in all, it was unbelievable.
It was a great day, and give us the thirst of getting out there again.
Yeah, was it the next day? We were like, what's next? What's live next? So obviously we'll be going to Smith Fowler.
Yeah, we've managed to get fights to Smith Fowler, so that'll be a cracker. That'll be really good. So
well, yeah, the Leg It Sportcast live is going to be a thing.
Yeah, it's going to be a thing. So yeah, boss. That was a brilliant day Friday, and then it was back to Premier League action Saturday.
Just thick and fast, wasn't it? Liverpool early kick-off.
Yeah,
you had a good few days, you.
Well, mate, I was back there at Anfield, mate. It was quite emotional, you know.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You never walk alone, looked it, to be fair.
Well, you know what? I missed that.
Yeah, classic.
I missed that. Only because there was a bit of, I'm not going to, put a dampener on it, but there was a bit of a nightmare getting in the ground. Not for me personally, but I managed to get in just on kick-off. But there was a lot of queues on this new ticketing system. I think the attendance was only 52,000.
Yeah, it wasn't massive.
It wasn't. It was a good 3,000 or 4,000, I think, what it should have been. Whether that was just down to ticketing or what, I don't know. But yeah, there was a lot of problems. So I didn't actually see you and have walk alone. But mate, just being back in there, seeing so many familiar faces, it was brilliant. I actually sat next to a lad. I think he was from Newcastle, from his accent, and he said, "Have you got that podcast?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh yeah." So I didn't get your name, mate, but yeah. So it was nice just to see familiar faces and have that conversation with people and stuff, and just be back and seeing the
lids.
Yeah,
I think regardless of the team you support, I mean, I've seen loads of stuff this week about fans getting back in and happily seeing people you haven't seen for 18 months, but then also the flip side of it where, people that can't get to the game no more, obviously. Yeah. And, I think people, especially, the government or whatnot, not to get into that, but they don't appreciate what it means to some people. Do you know what I mean? For some people, that Saturday, Sunday, whatever day you may play is everything, you know what I mean? You work for that, you know, and to be taken away, So.
Right, Liverpool have just done and again, whether you support Liverpool, Everton, doesn't matter, but the LFC production team, I know Phil Reed, the guy who wrote my book, massive part of that, they've just released the video and it's talking about fans, what they've missed, and there's a lady on there and her husband's ashes are spread on the cop and she's like, when I go there, that's me being back with him. And it's stories like that, like you say, the people that don't think in charge realise how people, working class families who've got maybe not a lot going on in their life, and for that 2 or 3 hours of going the match, it's everything to them.
In fact, a lot of them season tickets, I mean, we've had this conversation before about the working class person or the working class family may be priced out now of Anfield in a general sense, but there's still that core of people who've been going, tickets were passed down and this
100%.
And, they went with the granddad or with the nan or whatever, and to get that swept away, it's just been a bit of a forgotten thing, hasn't it?
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, just on a purely personal, mate, just so good to be back. One note, John Paul, who we were at the races with at York, me and him been on the game together now, I think 2 or 3 years. Never lost a game,
Really? Oh, I think you said that, didn't you?
Sitting next to each other, from Champions League finals to never lost a game.
How lucky are Liverpool fans, by the way?
Oh, mate, yeah, spoilt.
We draw one game and everyone's going, fuck's sake.
Hey, did you know Van Dijk never lost a Premier League game at Anfield?
Didn't Manny have something mad like that? Yeah,
I think, with the fans not being there. Yeah. But obviously Van Dijk was injured last season, though, wasn't he?
Ridiculous.
So, yeah.
Don't know how good we've got it, mate.
One side note, if you are watching on YouTube, or for example, if you're listening on audio and there's a slight little silence, we've got the Champions League draw on right this second. So we thought we'd bring you a bit of a live, even though it's not live, because when you're listening to this, it'll be Friday, but a little live reaction, I guess. Yeah,
they're going through the old pot one teams. I think City and Atletico have come out so far.
I saw your great Insta. It was like in the league, Man City's League Cup draw, Wickham.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
You just give them it now. Honestly, I've given them the League Cup now.
I love Ricky Gervais.
He's brilliant, isn't he? Brilliant.
Just completely off topic, but have you seen that? Because he's an atheist, isn't he? He doesn't believe in God. Yeah. And he's on like a chat show in America.
I've seen it. Brilliant.
He's like, I just don't believe in one less God than you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so fucking
again off subject, but the argument he makes about the Bible is the best thing ever.
Yeah. It's because, do you know what it is? It's because it's not the old. It doesn't fucking exist. It's like, this is what I believe, this is what you believe, and this is where we meet.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The minute I switch off with anything, whether I agree or disagree, is when it's like barked. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, this is what I'm saying. It's like what Martin Stapleton was saying. It's like an echo chamber.
Yeah.
People don't come into the debate to try and get you round. It's like, well, this is my way, and I'm not listening to your way, and that's it.
100%. But yeah, it was.
And on that note, dead quick, make sure you check out Martin Stapleton's podcast we done. It's a great chat, that one. Some great MMA chats. Obviously, Martin served in the Royal Marines, but
just life though. Obviously, we've sort of been following him on Instagram and stuff, and just his outlook on life. It's great, isn't it?
It was really good. Really enjoyed it. But I think, mate, the sportscast now, thankfully, I mean, footy's our main goal, and I know you're a big boxing UFC fan, which we'll come on to, but with football going on, it's hard this week not to talk about football, because there's so much going on. You got Harry Kane now staying at Tottenham.
Through gritted teeth. I just imagine it. I sent you that Pablo Escobar thing.
That meme sums him up this summer. You know, sitting on the bench just looking out. Like, how wounded has he got to be?
The thing is, like, the tweet is like, obviously it's composed by, you know, his agent or his marketing team or whatever.
If he's not sacked his agent by now, by the way.
Is it his brother? He's
his brother.
Yeah. But like, it's just through gritted teeth. Just I'm still of the opinion, stop telling it. Just, you don't need to say I'm staying 100% like up the Spurs or whatever it is. Just turn up and play and score.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Let your actions do the talking.
Yeah, they'd be more grateful for you doing that than going off on social media.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm staying, I've always wanted to be. Don't talk shit.
Yeah. You know what? As great as it is for us as fans, the transfer rumour, I mean, I say that it's great when it's not Liverpool players involved, but you're just seeing this week with Ronaldo wanting to leave Juve, Mbappe wanting to leave PSG, you've had Messi go from Barca to PSG, you've now got Kane getting told he's staying. It's merciless, isn't it?
No.
As much as we talk about the love, it's
the ego as well, because, like, you know...
You told about Zuma?
Yeah. So, well, all the reports this week is Zuma, 25 million to West Ham, and he says, I want to be the guy's paid player. I just wish someone would sit to go to the table and go, okay, like, great, why? Like, why?
We appreciate what you can do with a football, but why does your ego tell us?
We'll pay 25 million for you. No problem. You'll play centre half. You'll come in the club. What right have you got? And I think he's using the old "I've won the Champions League." Like fucking Ryan Brewster saying, "I won the Champions League." Yeah. Didn't win the Champions League. You just with the lads.
Jimmy Traore's won the Champions League, and he was with the lads on the pitch.
And Jimmy Traore looking for a club now. Highest paid.
He's out in America, isn't he?
Is he?
Smashing it. Apparently, really nice guy. We had Bob Ferns on, whose little boy Charlie was sick at one point, and Jimmy Traore was a massive supporter.
There's a few you know, I don't know how true they are, but there's a few like folklore stories about how much of a lovely guy he is.
Oh mate, apparently like top guy, yeah.
And you can see that because you're fucking garbage.
I think he's just grateful, isn't he? Just so grateful to be.
Remember he rolled it into his own goal? Yeah. Burnley away?
Yeah.
Back-heeled it right into his own goal.
Like League Cup or something, that one. Yeah, bad times.
Oh, good fella.
Yeah.
Mate. Yeah, the Ronaldo thing, obviously going back to Mbappe. Obviously Messi comes in and like, Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, they're going to take... And he's not thinking Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, let's go and win the Champions League. He's thinking, I'm the fucking man around here. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think that's what it is? I know he's always said he wants to play for Real Madrid. Yeah,
but why now? We weren't talking about it earlier before Messi came.
No.
He was talking about, you know, doing one more year and then going on a free or whatever.
Apparently that Leonardo, the football chairman, whatever, he's come out and said that Mbappe's told him that he'd never leave on a free. Yeah. He wouldn't like fuck them over like that.
It's 136 mil or something, saying.
They've upped it again.
It's 6 months. So in January he can go for nothing.
Yeah. I think though, mate, as well.
Business, that.
I think that PSG will be half gutted from a marketing point of view.
Selling this like
the best front three ever. Yeah.
And he's just got someone coming in, Di Maria, like lads.
Who was it? Benzema's the one, It's Benzema. Yeah. No, it's not Benzema. Fucking hell, he's Real Madrid, isn't he?
No, who's the other side of them?
I can't even think. It's Neymar, now Messi. Oh, it's Neymar, sorry.
Yeah, but
Neymar, Messi and Mbappe with the like...
Yeah.
Wow.
But it must be an ego thing, I think. Because suddenly, Mbappe's not the person everyone's turning up to watch. And, you know, they're not shouting for him to get the ball. You've been at Liverpool and done it yourself, where, like, you know, your back's against the wall and it's like, give it to Salah, or, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's suddenly, everything's about Messi. He takes every free kick, he takes every penalty. You know, he does everything.
I think as well, I done on tweeting straight away, someone said, nah, lad. And I said if Mbappe did come to Liverpool, which was obviously very unlikely, that he'd be in Mo's shadow still.
Anybody, and if I'm wrong here, then feel free to shoot me down, but I've never seen a player less suited to how Jurgen Klopp plays than Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah.
He's not going to run back. He's not going to, you know, constantly be in shape. He's not going to press like a lunatic constantly. He's not going to sacrifice himself. Yes, you know, the problem is, though, what Klopp's built and what he's told every player who's ever played for us under him is like, we're building this team, this is what we're doing, we all do a thing. So if he then gets Mbappe in, which is not going to happen, don't even know why I'm going over this, but if he comes in and then he goes, right, lads, Kylian's up front, number 9.
Yeah.
Everyone around the pitch.
Everyone just give it to Kylian.
Everyone's just like, the last 4 years have been a complete lie.
Yeah. Van Dijk, you don't want me to do those diagonal balls to Mo anymore? No, just drill it to Kylian.
You know, I've seen people going, yeah, but if Mbappe played where Firmino Jota does, he scores 30. Yeah, he does, but you've got to change the way the whole team plays.
No, I agree.
And it's only people like, and I don't mean to be like elitist here, but it's only people who don't quite understand footy who would say that. You don't just pick Mbappe up and just put him at the front of Liverpool's team and everything's great. Just doesn't.
I mean, there are some teams who have built a team around one player, but Liverpool have already got that team.
Well, it's like Klopp sitting down going, right, Van Dijk, Henderson, Thiago, Trent, Salah, Mane. Like, he's the focal point now. Everything we do is to get him to score. Yeah. What do you think they're going to say? They're going to say, I don't care who he is.
I know, Salah's like, I've just won you a Champions League, a Premier League, I've got golden boots, like the last 2 or 3 years or whatever it is.
And he's a great player. That's not me being like, oh, we don't want him. He's a great player, but footy's about more than having great individuals. And the reason we've won any trophy under Klopp is because of that.
Yeah. Oh, mate, Klopp could sign, he'd say he's signing Jordan Neal, then I'd be like, sounds, if you think Jordan can do a job, you sign him.
And I think there's a reason we've been pretty quiet, because I think Klopp will be the same. Like, a great player, but you know, it's just not what we do.
With Kane now having to take his medicine, staying at Spurs, Ronaldo now going to City. What the fuck? Ronaldo. Why is he unhappy at Juve, by the way?
Because Messi's just gone, isn't it? So Messi's gone to PSG, and it's the Messi show. Everyone's watching League One or whatever it's called.
Do you reckon it's his ego thinking, just start talking about me?
I'm going back to Prem, the big dog's back. Do the Michael Jordan thing, only. I'm back.
Do you reckon, yeah?
100%. Everything in footy, I think, well, not everything, 99% of it's all ego.
I've seen a thing as well, mate.
I think go to Man City.
The French league's not even in the top 5 in Europe anymore, you know?
Garbage.
Shocking that, isn't it?
And, you know, you have some people online and they'll be like, oh no, but fucking Rennies or whatever, the quality team, they're not.
I think it's pronounced Ren.
Whatever they are, the crap. And just say the crap because they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I know,
they're the top, they're maybe going to win the championship, but they go straight back down. Same way Norwich will. You know what I mean? Not crap footy players, but I'm saying in the context of that league, they're not very good.
Yeah, it just seems like PSG are just putting all their eggs in the Champions League basket.
He's going to take the piss, Messi.
Oh yeah, he will take the piss big time.
But yeah, I mean, Ronaldo comes back. I mean, tell you what, if you put him at the front of, you know, I've just said not one man doesn't make a team, but I guess City's a bit different, isn't it? But if you put
I think he would, because obviously they've missed that kind of number 9, and I think Ronaldo with his age now, he would just be told, just bang them in, just keep that killer instinct. You don't have to run back. But yeah, Pep plays with bloody 5 midfielders or something anyway.
If you look at, I reckon Ronaldo's body though, I know he's, what is he, 36?
Yeah.
I reckon he's got, honest to God, I do think he's got 4 or 5 years still to go.
Yeah.
Because he's just a machine, isn't he? And you know, I think obviously Messi's fit and he's a, you know, yeah, we just got drawn there.
What part are we in?
Liverpool just got drawn in. Oh, just waiting for a bit of translation.
Oh, no, they're doing the pot, that's why.
Yeah, so Liverpool are out anyway, but...
Drum roll.
Who's that? So City, Sporting Lisbon got Borussia Dortmund. Missed it. Don't know City go.
Oh, come on.
Sorry for everyone.
People will be listening on thinking we already know this. Was out yesterday.
Yeah. Get on with it, you idiot. Yeah,
this is live for us. Sorry everyone.
Spotify. Yeah. We're in Group B.
Which is who?
Michael Essien, what a player, man. Who's that?
Michael Essien was a boss player.
Atletico Madrid.
Oh, shut up, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fucking be in that stadium, beat twice.
Fucking not a bad away trip though.
It was great, but we got fucking beat last time.
Yeah, I'm not happy about playing them.
Really, Atletico?
Yeah.
Nice trip to Madrid though.
Yeah. What a place.
Ricky, my mate in Madrid, come to see you soon, kid.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell, really, Atletico?
Yeah, unless my eyes are gone. And, you know, today, that's a real positive. They're just going on Sky Sports. I know we're jumping ahead a bit here, but Van Dijk versus Lukaku in it this weekend.
Yeah.
Tell you
what. And I'm sorry, the transfers just seem to have just kettled my head this week. It's just been so mad, hasn't it? Everything that's been going on. But yeah, this weekend, the football, I think with Chelsea's performance against Arsenal, I wouldn't take so much from it because it was against Arsenal, who I think will be finishing. If they finish higher than 12th, I'll be fucking impressed. But yeah, Lukaku looks a bit.
He just looks like.
He looks a bit of a monster, doesn't he?
Yeah,
if I'm being honest.
More like it's more his like demeanour. Do you know what I mean? He went into that game and he just looked. He said at the end dominant, and he just looked like he was saying like, "This is my pitch." You know what I mean? If you want to come and get it, come and get it. Cause
I thought the analysis Carragher and Neville done him were great. He's just like, just seemed head and shoulders above that Arsenal defence.
He's gone from being an athlete who scores goals to, his build-up plays spot on.
Yeah.
He can hold it up. He can score every type of goal. And I said to you, like, I love Van Dijk, but we better hope he's 100% fit this weekend. I mean, he wouldn't be playing if he's not, but to me, he still looks like he's sort of keeping a bit back for himself. Do you know what I mean? Maybe he's only had to play like that so far, but we're going to need him to be.
He'll know he's had a hard day at the office come Saturday night.
It's a hell of a game.
Yeah. Oh, mate, it's proper exciting. Properly exciting.
I can't see many goals, I'll be honest.
Well, that was going to be my bet under maybe under 1.5, but definitely under 2.5. I don't think there'll be many at all.
No, it's a hell of a game, I think.
But you say that, there's just talent all over the pitch. There's so many individual duels that are just going to be absolutely fascinating.
It's one of them where it's like, it's either going to be, nobody's giving anything away, or someone's going to go and win it with something special. Do you know what I mean? Lukaku, Salah, someone like that.
Mate, I remember sitting directly behind Salah's goal that time. He cut in on the inside and it went top in. I was literally like in row 12 of the Cup, and it felt like it was going to hit me if it didn't hit the goal. Unbelievable. And I think in those games, when there's so many big talents, sometimes it takes that bit of magic. And listen, as tight as a game I think it will be, I think maybe a set piece, a header, big verge from a head, from a corner, or something magic.
Yeah, I think.
And I just hope it comes from a Liverpool player.
From a Liverpool perspective, it's going to be interesting because we've been a bit. So we've sort of played Kiter as well, and we played Simcas, and Mata probably is the starting defender, isn't he? But Jota's been in for Firmino, and it's a bit like whether we go back to what we do or whether he's a bit brave and he goes, right, Simcas is playing well, he's going to play, or he goes, right, Robinson knows the team, back in you go, or he brings Thiago and Firmino back in, back in. Do you know what I mean? It's whether he. I think that's the most interesting thing, because
I'd keep Jota in. I would.
I'd go the other way. I'd go
banging Bobby back in.
Yeah, because we know. I think if you bring Jota on, you got more chance of scoring than if you bring Firmino on. Do you know what I mean? And I think he knows. I'd play the team that understands.
Although Bobby come off the bench the other day and scored.
Yeah, against Norwich, didn't he? But I just mean in a game like that, I'd rather start well. The game being a balance, and then you see Jota coming on and everyone goes, "Fucking come on," do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just think we maybe need players who know exactly how we play. Jota does, but do you know what I mean?
Being in those big games.
We've all been in them big games together. Trent knows exactly where Firmino's going to be standing to get into his feet. Just stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? You're
bombing Harvey and Naby then.
Oh, Naby Keita's done.
For anyone who's not onto it, 12 o'clock today, there is their fancy football show which will be on. Joe did have Naby in. He's gone now though.
Garbage. I don't know what people see him, but anyway, Harvey Elliott I think is another one of them. If the game's in the bounce and we start bringing him on, it's that like it just
bit impetus.
Gets everyone going, doesn't it? Because he's some talent. Him like I'll say.
Mate, he's going to be unbelievable. Well, I think he's great now, but.
Joe was great though in the Liverpool game. Henderson was just giving him. Usually, like. You sort of see, like, the bigger players, and they might like opt for a safer pass, or they'll give him it, but not all the time.
Yeah.
Henderson was just giving him it constantly, with people on him, without people on him.
But put him with confidence at the end, won't now the skipper's doing that to you.
He took a few kicks as well. He got right up. So I was loving it. I'm loving the new ref thing.
I saw your tweet. I didn't agree with it, to be honest, mate. Did you not see that challenge where he grabs him from behind and literally just throws him into the floor?
Don't mind it one bit.
Mate,
I put this to you right. All them tackles, if we do that against Chelsea this weekend, what would you do on the Cop?
You're not thinking about the one I'm saying, lad. He grabbed him from behind and fucking threw him.
Okay, so if we did that on the Cop, what would you do? Would you go, ref, come on, man, that's a foul?
I wouldn't say, oh, come on, man. I wouldn't say that.
But you were like, get in. It's part of the game. He's not dangerous. Nobody's getting hurt. It's physical. That's being
it's the foul though, lad.
So what? A foul, no problem.
But it wasn't given.
Some go for you, some don't. I think footy's lost.
I know what you mean, and I do want to see more of that, but at the same time...
But if you come out as a manager and you've won and you're like, oh, it can't turn into rugby. It's not turning into rugby. Someone got thrown on the floor. There was a couple of great...
But that's not allowed.
Either's like, gaining a tiny little advantage. When someone goes to a corner and they pretend they're about to take it and they just tip it. Just gamesmanship.
But that is allowed.
It's just gamesmanship though, isn't it?
But that is not allowed, to get your hands around someone and throw them on the floor.
Did he get hurt though? That's my point.
So it's allowed then unless they get hurt.
No, but it's a momentum changer, isn't it? That's all they can rely on.
I agree with you to an extent that, I want to see the game played more and I'd love to see a few more rough tackles. But this one in particular I'm thinking of was stupid and it was reckless.
Yeah, but that happens in every game, or it should happen. But it's like, if Burnley come to Liverpool, right, and start going, with Mo, good player, and they try and start playing out from the back and everything's dead nice, they've got no chance. They've got no chance at the best of it. Their best chance of beating Liverpool...
All right, then, well, I agree. So can you not see why Klopp's then moaning, though?
No, because you've won the game and you're one of the best teams in the country.
Okay, fair enough. Could you agree with Klopp moaning if that player had been hurt?
Yeah, because if he gets hurt, then you say it's stupid and it's reckless. But he didn't get hurt, that's the point. At the end of the game, he should go... Liverpool won, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they were rough.
But I don't think that's a great argument to say. I can only argue or moan about a certain challenge if they get hurt.
No, it's not about moaning about it. We could moan about it and say, that Ashley Barnes is a wanker. Yeah, no problem. But going out into the media, it's like, it just looked weak to me. Every time, if I was going to Anfield...
Solskjaer's done it, to be fair, as well.
If I was going to... United, if I was going to Anfield, that would be my first thing. Let's rough them up.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do...
Yeah.
Let's leave a bit on it. Don't get sent off, but let's leave... What is up with that? What is up with playing... or giving yourself the maximum opportunity?
Lad, I agree 100%. Go in harder, you want to see all that. Just this one particular one was stupid and should have been a foul, but I agree with you on most parts.
Yeah, I just think the refs, and I've battered them myself, but they can't win. They're either too lenient, or they're letting too much, or they're pulling it up too quickly.
Yeah.
And then they've had a decent couple of weeks where everything's going to plan, and then the biggest profile manager, or the second biggest profile manager in the league, with him and Pep, is then having a go at you. Do you know what I mean? It's just we've won the game. Leave it as it is.
Yeah, no, and I agree to an extent.
I do love Klopp, by the way. I'm not saying, but you just got to...
I was half pissed off because you just had to pop at Klopp, mate. That was the main
You've got to call it for what it is, don't you?
How's the Champions League draw going?
Chelsea, Juventus, Man City, PSG.
Fuck off.
Inter Milan, Real.
PSG, Man City.
Who's there, lad? Chelsea, Juventus, decent game. Bayern Munich, Barca. Lille, Seville.
Fucking love football,
Real, Man United, of course.
Love football. I would have liked them. The Real little trip to Benidorm, is it? Don't think that's too far away.
Yeah, true. I'll be going out for whatever day Man City, PSG's on.
Yeah. Fucking hell. So yeah, mate, Man City, Arsenal, cannot see anything. I was having a bet at doing Man City -4 on that game.
How typical of footy would it be if Arsenal got a result? They won't, but man,
it'd be great. I'd fucking love it if they did. I do genuinely feel sorry for Arsenal fans.
I don't.
Although
I love that guy on YouTube. I've seen him. Sleep showing him is he's stressed out.
Did you see the one in the car though? And that done me head in that, because he's just doing that it's so fake.
Get it.
It's so fake, and he's just
get it, my club.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I laughed at it, but I just think...
Did you see his hay fever? That's what get him mental.
No.
So he went viral he done that exact rant with about...
I think we're on about different because I know...
You're not, it's the same guy, fella? Yeah, so he went viral for... he done a thing about vaccines and saying, where's the hay fever? And it was fucking hilarious, but he done the exact same thing about Arsenal, that's what people were saying. Someone said, I can imagine him shouting to his mum and going out to the car, leaving on the driveway. But,
I just think, mate, you're a grown fella, have a moan about it and that, but you don't need to record yourself having a rant that you probably took 4 takes to do.
That guy's funny as well, the one who wears the headphones and that. It's high. He was arguing with Carragher and Neville, did you see that?
Yeah, that was funny,
funny. Yeah. But I just, honest to God, that Arsenal fan TV or whatever it is, just comedy gold.
Yeah, I think it undermines the club though, I think it's a laughing stock of it massively, yeah.
Because we've got a couple of them, haven't we, where it's like, come on.
I think Liverpool on a whole have got decent fan content.
Yeah, but there's been a few things outside where, people are like, who's that kid who's saying like, man, he's the best player in the world or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's like probably a nice kid, but it's sort of one of them you don't
I think we've only got one of those fans, it's him. I follow him actually, what's his name? James, something.
But it's one of them you like laughing at it, don't you? But you don't want it to be about your club.
No.
But
no, it's a fuck. And I seen him, lad, he put a video up and he does that at the ground, had his phone out, and I hate that.
There was one where when was the game where we scored and it got ruled out?
Yeah.
He was in his bedroom.
Yeah.
Scored.
It's funny though, but it's fucking pathetic, lad. Maybe I'm a bit old. I'm fucking 33. I think he's only about 20, and I don't want to knock this lad for being 20.
No,
you know, a young
good,
lad.
Good luck to him, but I'm just saying it's one of them.
I fucking hate it though.
Yeah, it's a bit cringy, innit? But
if I done that, if I got my phone out next to John Paul off the ground and I was like, Salah's taking a pen, I'm like, look, John Paul, we're gonna. He'd fucking batter me. He'd batter me.
I know. But
I hate it. Just enjoy the moment. I get in the ground and I take a photo of the pitch, and that's it. My phone doesn't come out again until probably at a 3 o'clock kickoff. I won't touch my phone again until half time, probably, to see the scores of everywhere else, or 6 o'clock to see how my footy bets go on.
It's the next generation, mate. It's where it's going.
Just enjoy the moment.
I don't mind. Like, I've got a lot of time for like reaction. So, because obviously we live in a world where you want everything now. So if something happens at Liverpool, for example, a draw, a bit like what we're doing, or someone, and then someone puts a video up straight away and goes...
Our live reactions is 24 hours late.
Yeah. But someone puts something up, do you know what I mean, goes, right, let's go, blah, 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 this is who we're playing. And then it's like, it's building the excitement, or, it's, you know, the subscribers or whatever. It's just the magic of football, innit? Like, you know, getting your selfie stick out and stuff. Yeah,
I mean, I sound quite selfish because they are quite funny to see those reaction videos, but I just don't want them to be me or anyone I know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I saw one of my mates do it, I'd be like, lad, what the fuck? I'd be like, fucking go away, lad. Fucking stop it. Do you know what I mean?
A genie, that one.
Was that Genie? Yeah, fuck Genie, he's gone.
He's out of here. Yeah, tough.
What else is going on this week, mate? Apart from the massive footy shouts that are going on.
Yeah, so we got a bit of Jake Paul's back, isn't he? YouTuber fighting TYRON Woodley. Probably his first someone who can hit him back.
You know what? I saw the video, and the one thing that did surprise me when you talk about it like this, as much as I hate these YouTube fucking idiots, when he fought his first exhibition fight, if you want to call it, TYRON Woodley was the UFC champ.
Yeah.
And then went on and fought Darren Till.
Only a couple of years ago he choked Darren Till out.
Yeah.
Obviously it's a boxing match, so, you know, I don't agree with they're starting to put TYRON's, although he has iced a few people in the UFC, they're starting to put, like, clips of him choking people out, or it's a fucking boxing match, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's irrelevant. Yeah.
But, you know, TYRON Woodley has fought some of the most dangerous people on the planet, has took punches from the most dangerous people on the planet. You know, most of his defeats have come, you know, by decision, or, you know, he's been submitted. You know, I think he broke his rib in one. But, you know, the TYRON Woodley of 4 or 5 years ago, you know, he would kill Jake Paul, but he's not that guy no more, no matter how much content we put out. Do
you not think that there's a chance that he'll win then, no?
I do think there's a chance, but I know this sounds fucking terrible, but I just think it's like the WWE. So, I don't think TYRON Woodley's been told he cannot win. If he lands a Hail Mary, or, you know, he throws something and it lands...
You think it's half-fixed?
Yeah, not fixed, but it's like...
A spectacle, it's a show.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I think he understands. It's in Jake Paul's home city. I think he understands his role in this whole thing, you know what I mean? This is getting more money than he's ever got before.
How much is he getting?
I don't know, something crazy, but he said it himself, it's more than anything that he earned in the UFC.
Really?
Yeah, and he was the champ. But it's like...
That's fucked up.
I'm not saying they've said to him, like, TYRON, you can't throw that right hand. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, and if he throws it and connects him, he can win. But I just think there's a narrative to be followed, you know what I mean? Tommy Fury's on the undercard. He's going to fight him next, I imagine. It's just, you know, it's not fixed, but it's like Coronation Street with gloves. Do you know what I mean?
Kevin Webster out there outside the garage.
Yeah. There's a TYRON in Corrie, isn't he? Must be hard, him. But yeah, I just think that's the way it is. But I'm not touching it. I'm not betting on it, because, you know, if TYRON Woodley knocks him out...
You should have bet in the group this week, didn't you?
Yeah, but that's what I was just about to go on. So, like, on my own, I'm not betting on Jake Paul to win or TYRON Woodley to win. Like, outright. Because if TYRON Woodley wins, I'll be made up. It'll be over. You know, we can go back to normal.
Yeah.
But I think it's an 8-rounder, and Jake Paul is 12-1 to win by decision. Now, obviously, he's going to go for the knockout because we live in a viral world and he wants the viral moment. But, you know, if TYRON Woodley just stand up to him, and then it becomes, like, we've got to get through this, we got multi-million dollars on the end of this, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then it becomes, and then you can sell at the end of it. Well, I went the distance with TYRON Woodley. I've done that now.
UFC champ, yeah.
I've done that now. I can go the rounds and stuff like that. And I just think 12-1 is madness. So when I bet, like, I will put a little interest one on that. But then, you know, as I say, if TYRON Woodley comes out and punches it in, I'll be made up.
Yeah, same.
But, you know, it's just...
I unfortunately don't agree with you in the sense that will be the end. Will it fuck? Even if it's... I'd love it too.
Do you reckon he's just going to keep going?
Well, it's here now to stay, isn't it? These freak shows, I just think they're here now.
I just think that at the level he thinks he's going to go to, it finishes. You know what I mean? He can fight Tommy Fury or, you know, I reckon eventually, and we can mark this, he's going to fight his brother and they're going to make multi-millions.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. So,
no.
100% he will. I guarantee you. I'll bet you now.
We should have you and your Jay fighting.
Oh, I'd love that. I'd shin him. But,
no, we'll have you and your Jay riding the horse or something.
No, fucking hell.
That's the whole thing. You need to train up for it. We can like video your...
Train up or train down? You start getting on the keto diet.
We can vlog you, you know, video diary.
Like a league of their own.
Hey, telling you.
Yeah.
I'll be James Corden. I'll put on a few pounds.
Yeah, but I just think, you know, and I think Tommy Fury's obviously on the undercard, and that's the next thing, isn't it? Imagine
it's
that.
Sad for Tommy Fury. I think why he's getting involved in all this shit.
Just give a fuck though. He read Tyson's brother, didn't he? Seen Tyson come over, turn pro, went on Love Island. His missus has got whatever she's got on Twitter, Instagram, 100 million or something. He's just here. Good time, isn't he? Because he's not going nowhere as well.
What other credible boxing we've got on?
So he's on the undercard against one of Jake Paul's mates.
Oh, it's fucking mate fights for the boys, this, isn't it?
He's about 5'6" or something. So the one bet I'm having this weekend is Tommy Fury in rounds 1 to 3 at 4 to 9. Obviously a bit of a punter's bet, that one.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think you can get under 1.5 at like 6 to 5, or I think round 1's 13 to 8. I mean, he's going to punch holes in them.
Really, yeah?
Yeah, 100%. And if he doesn't, he just needs to just jib the whole thing. Do you know what I mean? Because he's garbage, this fella. I'd beat him, I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
That's the end of that. Dubois on there as well, Daniel Dubois. But I think he's in a knockover job. And then in Birmingham on Saturday night, Sam Maxwell, Scouser.
Yeah.
Fighting Akeem Ennis-Brown, which is a hell of a fight. These two don't like each other either. For the British title and the Commonwealth Super Lightweight title. 2 undefeated lads, 14-0, 15-0.
Boss.
Hell of a fight. I mean, you know, pick who you like there. I probably want Sam Maxwell to win, but Akeem Ennis-Brown is just a nightmare. He's like, for want of a better phrase, he's a spoiler, you know what I mean? He navigates his way through, he'll give you a little elbow. He's got one knockout in 14 fights or something, but he's beat decent, credible opponents just by being awkward as any. Do you know what I mean? So,
when's that, the Saturday night?
Yeah, that's Saturday night, I think.
When's, sorry, the freak show stuff on? Friday? Sunday? Yeah,
so obviously you're waking up Monday morning to it.
Okay.
Bank holiday, innit? Obviously not in America, but for us. But yeah, there's a hell of a fight on Sam Maxwell's undercard as well. Anthony Kakachi against Leon Woodstock. Yeah, that's a great fight. I actually fancy Kakachi by KO for 15 to 8. Yeah, I think that's a great fight. But that BT card, maybe get some proper boxing in on Saturday night and watch, you know,
before the freak show.
Yeah, Maxwell's like, you know, he's fought Lomachenko as an amateur. He's a great representative for Liverpool. Both undefeated lads fighting for the British, the Commonwealth. It's, you know, that's what it is. You know, get some of that in you before you go and watch the circus.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's plenty of bets. Obviously not more so than bloody Tommy Fury, but yeah, I just think it's sort of like just sort of tiptoeing now into the big stuff. You know, Joshua's only like a month away.
Yeah.
That's Callum Smith's on that undercard.
I've seen that, yeah.
Light heavyweight debut, so that'll be good for us. Obviously Smith Fowler. And then next week you've got Paddy and Dad and Till and Molly all in Vegas.
Wait. We tried so hard, I apologise, to get Paddy on. Been texting him, speak to him most days. He's spinny that he was down in London getting his visa sorted. He's had BT with them.
Seriously, about Khabib?
Yeah, the Karen of the year. That was brilliant.
I think Khabib went on Mike Tyson's thing, didn't he? And said...
that is cheeky though. I think Paddy's right. Paddy's right, going on to Mike Tyson's podcast and saying don't smoke weed.
Chamomile tea? Mike Tyson?
Honestly, chamomile tea.
Look, he was just weird, to be honest. I've seen him when he went on... Tyson went on Jake Paul's. He's got a huge podcast in America.
Yeah.
And he's picked up a load of mushrooms.
Did
His mouth was dry as anything for the rest of the show. He couldn't get a word out.
Couldn't speak.
No, he just literally just by a handful. Lunatic.
Mate, Mike Tyson, though, I mean,
You're going to say, don't do that, Mike.
I know. Just anything, it could be anyone's podcast. Like, imagine if you come in here and take that Muhammad Ali glove down or something. You'd be fuck off.
But I think, you know, I don't know whether Khabib's having this thing now where he just can't, you know, he retired because obviously his father sadly died, and then his mum asked him to retire. It sort of feels like he weren't ready. Do you know what I mean?
Is that what it was? His mum asked him?
Yeah, his mum said, give it up. He was undefeated, wasn't he? But it sort of feels like, he's everywhere. He's on all these podcasts and he's
trying to stay relevant.
Yeah, he's just like, the way he's not ready to sort of let the old world go, you know what I mean? Because the man's made more money than you could need in 5 lifetimes.
Has he made a lot of money though? Because we talk all the time about UFC not...
Yeah. Yeah, but to be honest, there's another podcast in that with UFC in terms of fighter pay. But the top 2%, 3%, the McGregors, the Khabibs, all them, they're getting good money. Look, they done McGregor Khabib on pay-per-view on the back of Conor trying to kill him on a bus.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's different. Although the bottom of it, like you see Jared Cannonier, who won the main event last weekend, his post-fight interview, he's saying he's broke. It was the main event in the UFC. Do you know what I mean? They were like, when do you want to fight again? He was like, ASAP, because I'm broke. You know what I mean?
That's sad, isn't it?
There's a massive gap, and that's the bit. We sit here and talk about UFC catching boxing and all this stuff, and it is, but that's the bit it's not. Do you know what I mean? The fighter pay. Because you can't have... I think Paddy's been told he can't have his Liverpool flag, and
really?
Can't have his sponsors. I think he said on Twitter, can't carry the Liverpool flag out, because it's the crest of Liverpool, isn't it?
Who said that in the UFC?
Yeah, I think you can carry an England flag, like a national flag, but you can't carry Liverpool's flag, you know what I mean? Because I think he carries like a red one. It's got the Liverpool crest on it, it's just got, Liverpool.
That's bullshit, isn't it?
But look at the short, they can't, it just says Venom on, they can't have your sponsors on there, you look at the boxer, everywhere in it, and all these people keep you going. You see Sam Maxwell, Keelan Brown this weekend, there'll be 7-8 sponsors on their shorts, because that's how you repay. That's how you repay these people who are giving you money. Do you know what I mean? And it's just...
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to next week's podcast already, talking about that UFC weekend with Molly, Darren and Paddy. It'd be amazing.
Some juicy odds already. I think Molly's evens, Darren's 8-13, I think, and Paddy's 8-11ish.
A little treble. Yeah. Scouse treble. Got to get on that.
Yeah. But yeah, good luck to him.
How's the Champions League draw looking?
We are on. We haven't updated. They must be going through the little must be going to give us someone else another award. Oh yeah, but Liverpool got Atletico Madrid, Porto and AC Milan.
Fucking hell. That's tough, that.
C is Sporting Lisbon, Borussia Dortmund, Ajax, Besiktas, United, Villarreal, Atlanta, Young Boys.
Are you fuck off? You messing?
That's all that's done so far.
Liverpool have got who?
Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, Porto and AC Milan.
And I know we've beat Porto last few times, but still tough trip. AC Milan.
Part 4, weren't they, AC Milan?
No mugs though.
No, it's going to be tricky, that.
Atletico are a team. That's a tough draw, that.
Yeah, better get back in that transfer market.
Another trip to Porto, trip to AC Milan might be good.
Good luck.
Exciting times,
tough,
mate.
That though, very tough.
Really tough. Who've Man City got?
It hasn't popped up yet.
They'll all be done now, surely, if all 4 of them are done.
But I think we're on the old stream. Ivanovic is going for it.
They're still going, are they? Yeah. They take the time with this draw, don't they?
Yeah, Malmo just went in somewhere, but yeah, I think afterwards we'll be able to see who they got.
At least we've timed it well with Liverpool's draw. I still fancy us to qualify, mate, but it would have been a little bit nicer if they were...
Not going to be no rest in there, I don't think.
No, that's what I mean. It would have been a bit nicer to have a couple of, bankers. Yeah. Anything else you want to finish on, mate?
No, obviously, we've covered everything this weekend. The freak show, the boxing, the footy.
Yeah.
And everything, but yeah, next week's a big one for us. And it's good.
One massive shout out to, I've got a couple of mates in the Paralympics who were injured in Afghanistan. One lad called Jacko Van Gas lost his arm. He's already won gold.
Lord.
And Mickey Yule, who lost both his legs, and he is competing in the weightlifting bench press. He bench presses something silly like fucking 180 kilos or something. Like, it's amazing. So we'll be competing. So if you are watching the Paralympics, Mickey Yule and Jacko Van Gas, the 2 names to look out for. And that's it. Massive thanks again to Social Scousers who do all our little social media bits and bobs. Obviously Monterex, 15% off if you type in Leg It at checkout. Massive thanks, George, and we'll see you next week.